Good evening. Today, in Points of View, we're going to look at the use of animals in medical research. Let's start with some quick facts. The ancient Greeks, like Aristotle, used animals in medical research well over 2,000 years ago. And in the 18th, 19th and 20th centuries, some important medical discoveries were made using animals. Last year, 3.7 million animal experiments were carried out in the UK. However, the numbers of larger animals, like dogs, cats and monkeys, have gone down in the last few years. The testing of cosmetics was banned in Britain in 2008, and the government plans to ban the testing of household products next year. In the studio with us this evening is Sam Bowden of the animal rights group Born Free.
Hi there.
And Dr. Tina Thomas from Cambridge University.
Good evening.
Right, over to you. Dr. Thomas, could you start things off, please?
Yes, certainly. There's no doubt that animal testing has helped us to develop some of the most successful drugs, which have saved millions of lives. In my opinion, we should think very carefully about getting rid of animal testing. It would have a terrible effect on medical research.
I'm afraid I don't agree with that at all. Actually, there are lots of other ways of doing research without using animals, as Dr. Thomas knows. For example, testing on humans or using computer models can produce the same results and avoid unnecessary suffering for millions of animals.
That's a valid point, and a lot of research is carried out without using animals. However, a lot of medical research still needs animals. It's clear that animal testing saves lives and helps people suffering from diseases. And we have a duty to help people.
Absolutely. I completely agree that we do, but without hurting animals.
Unfortunately, there are problems with testing on humans. For example, it's difficult to see the long-term effects of drugs because humans live too long. It's definitely true that it's easier to see the effects on animals.
Exactly. It's easier, but what about the effects on the animals?
There are very strict controls on animal testing in this country. Frankly, I think animal testing is too heavily regulated in Britain.
I don't think so. In fact, there isn't enough control. We saw in the introduction that nearly 4 million animals suffer every year. Personally, I think it's disgraceful that so many animals are suffering. Not just mice and rats, but thousands of dogs, cats and monkeys are used too.
I'm sorry, but that's just not true. The numbers of larger animals have gone down a lot, and very few are used now. Surely that's a good thing. Don't you think so?
I'm afraid I'm not convinced. It's obvious that there's a lot of pain and suffering that could be avoided if we did things differently.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Thank you very much, both of you. Let's leave it there for a moment and go over to Jane Henderson at the Well Done Laboratory in Cambridge.